My name is Sarah St. Hamilton. I'm a clinical assistant professor in the Institute of Gerontology, and my home department is the Department of Health Promotion and Behavior. My journey to teaching started when I was a social worker, actually. I did my master's of social work from 2008 to 2010. And after graduating, I worked for the Northeast Health District. I was actually a developmental specialist where I drove around all 10 counties, Athens and the surrounding 9 counties, and I did home visits with children from birth to age 5. I graduated with my PhD in 2017. That was here at UGA, and I started here at the Institute of Gerontology as a kind of lifespan developmental psychologist, pulling together the early life developmental processes that lead us into how we age across our lifespan. I started teaching at UGA in the fall of 2019. I worked in health promotion and taught a bunch of health promotion classes as well as some gerontology. And then in the spring of 2020, I was hired into my current position as a clinical assistant professor, and I started building classes for the Institute of Gerontology. One of the things that really intrigues me about early life is that all of these decisions that we make with children, the environments that they grow up in, they don't just matter when they're children, they matter for the rest of their lives. I see development in kind of a foundational way. Early life development is foundational for later life experiences in the aging process. When I'm not teaching, I have a lot of hobbies that I like to engage in. I picked up woodworking. I was home and in my garage a lot, building tables and side tables and things like that. I also do a lot of fiber arts, knitting, crochet, macrame, macroweave, and I've also recently been doing a lot of paint by numbers. Some of my favorite places around Athens are restaurants. So Big City Bread is one of my faves. I also love Maypole and The Grit, obviously. I also really love doing any sort of arts kind of classes throughout Athens. So tonight I'm actually going to do trapeze and see how that goes. I've been taking classes at Studio Athens for bar and ballet and things like that. We got a new puppy over Memorial Day weekend in 2021. He's an English setter and his name is Bandit, and he's a rascal. We named him very appropriately, unfortunately, because he constantly jumps up on the counters and steals things and races out the dog door with them. And he's super fast, so he's hard to catch when he grabs a shoe. Flip-flops are his favorite thing to chew on. I have one daughter, her name is Claire. She was born in 2018, and she's got a big personality. She is very headstrong and always knows what she wants. Being her parent has been one of the most fun things I've ever done. One of my biggest learning goals is for students to hear different perspectives than maybe what they've grown up hearing, meet different people than are from their own cultures, for example, with guest speakers, or through the research and literature that they're reading. It's really to try and expose them to different points of view than what they already have. My ideal student is intellectually curious. They want to understand how our developmental processes and developmental trajectories are influenced by those systems in different ways at different times of development. That's kind of my ideal student. Somebody who has a sense of awe and wonder about the world and about people in general. For me, success is a very personal thing. It's something that one has to define for themselves. I think as long as we are living up to our own personal values, our own dreams, as big and as small, or as small as those may be, I think that is what success means to me.